Ta-da! And it's working. Brilliant. That's a bit harsh, isn't it? When I mean, it's not so much the fast traveling, but yes, the bars went down so quickly that I have no chance to do anything about it. Anyway, here we are. And we're gonna look at recent activity. Last week was from the 5th to the 30th to the 5th. From the 30th to the 5th. So we are keeping those for next time. That's one that we have. Areolar. I've already installed them, so there's that. We'll do that later. There's a bunch of mods there that I installed a long time ago, but I haven't played them yet. So I'm waiting to, you know, endorse them or not. Gondolier, skill leveling progression, cast and strike. Firewatch character creation, that's Tamriel rebuilt, and then we're there. Okay, let me zoom in so you can happily read. Psycho Thrusters, Races, and Birth Signs by Psycho Thruster, as the name indicates. That's not an author that I know. The Lost Mine has a Daedric weapon, yes. I looked at it has 2 files. And we had a beta vanilla training in May, so about a year ago. Alright, let's get back to this one. Race powers and birth sign overhaul. This mod changes all vanilla races, powers and birth sign to something a bit more interesting and hopefully balanced. Okay, I think rather than read the whole description, we're just gonna start a character and have a look at, you know, the powers that we get. I hope it's good because, you know, a different birth sign and races mod in a new game changes things just a little bit. I mean, I really like races are more fun, birth signs are more fun. Birth sign for purist is cool. And the one I'm using for my shaman, I adore. I forgot the name. But the more the merrier. Then we have Areolar, the Province of Zera, version 1.3. And this is a mod by Tell Shadow. And that is his first submission. Pretty ambitious for a first mod. Okay, explore the alpha build. Well, I mean, I don't want to be picky. If it's alpha, it's 0 something. But the alphabet of Zera, one of the many provinces that will be created in the land of Areolar. So far, I have a few buildings, a few things for you to explore, with cities, towns, and castles that you can look around, as well as most of them having interior. I'll be building a lore for the province. I'll be doing side quests too. Thank you. Okay, do I have a map that tells me where to look for it? Or information how I get there? How to get there on the first image is a show of location and it's easy enough to find. Was that it? Oh, south of Seidanin. That is south of Seidanin. Okay, I'd better take notes of the things we want to do. So in character creation, we'll look at the races and birth signs. While we're in Seidanin, we're gonna check out Areolar and see what it has. Conflicts with everything. With quite a few things for sure. I'm not going to look at the screenshots so, you know, we get to discover everything. Morrowind Overpower Guide by E371, or Horza is the name that I recognize. Morrowind Power Guide aimed to significantly improve Morrowind overall performance. And this is actually a PDF and we'll, you know, let's have a look at it right now. I have it right there. It's very pretty. It's very well done. And what is really interesting, yeah, this is this bit. Oh crap, I can't select, well, that bit over here. Let me push the, there we go. With the tools that you need, and a few of them I don't know. I'm not educated enough to know all of them. But first we have some Morrowind init tweaks. And some of them, like, I recognize a lot of them, so Morrowind init tweaks is one thing. Using the program called SMCO. Do you know that program, any of you? This is an optimization tool created for Skyrim. However, I successfully used it for Morrowind, since Morrowind have the same NIF format for Mijares, DDS, TGA for texture. So potentially that could work both for Skyrim and, I mean, Morrowind and Oblivion. I'll read the description of the tool on the Skyrim page and see how it works. If it's a tool that you've used for Skyrim and you know it's good, then I would definitely be tempted to try it as well. And essentially, what do? You patch the textures, and you do something with the animations as well. Tweaking your NVDA profile inspector. Okay. That's, you know what? Why not? Why not? After that, there were some direct 3D overrider. I don't know this one. Skink, you're saying you remember the older version of MCA having mods that added mogs and dwarves. Yes, and you would want those in your game? I'm a little surprised. You want the whole style to be a little more immersive, and you regret the good times where there were mogs in MCA? It's a bit confusing. Okay. Now, I don't know that program. I don't know enough, but from what I can see, the layout, the explanation is clear enough. Clear enough that I'm going to try a couple of those, and maybe that as well. Park control. Don't know park control. By the way, yes, something important. And it was mentioned, some of them are not free. So I don't know which programs. I mean, obviously, the INI is, you're free to check that. FPS Optimizer is free. Tweak your own BIOS. You can do that if you want. The others, well, we looked at that. Park control. We will use this program to disable coarse parking, whatever that means. I really just don't feel that I can comment on any of it, because I just don't have the knowledge to do so. Modified the power plan for highest performance. And the BIOS, that I did look at that, and then later on there's overclocking as well. So basically you're just pushing your machine to its limits for a better Morrowind. Well worth it. So we have BIOS tweaks as well, how to overclock your CPU, GPU if you want to. Look into it. It did say that you need to know what you're doing. $56. I mean, clearly the numbers are better afterwards. You want more immersive, basically less hostile females. Not sure how they feel ES women to make them that aggressive. Fair enough. I would be really, really happy to hear some of your thoughts on that. I'm gonna have a look at the SMCO program for Skyrim, see what it says. Personally, I would not touch my BIOS because I have no idea what I'm doing. Perfect Disk Pro seems like a program that runs a defrag essentially. Yeah. I don't know why it's better than it's a smart defrag. But I guess, A defrag of your disk every once in a while. Also logic boost speeds. I don't know that. I'm guessing you probably pay for that. Anyway, if you want to improve your performance, do have a look. If you know what you're doing, that looks like, I mean, he seems to know exactly what he's talking about. Let's move on with the improved Argonian. Oh, this one, looking at the screenshots, I am quite eager to try it. I mean, look at that. Let's take this one. Don't they look pretty gorgeous? Like, if there is an Argonian replacer that's gonna make me want to be an Argonian in Morrowind, that's gonna be close to a miracle. And I like those. I really like those. Female, lore friendly, or, you know, biology friendly. Look at that. Look at that face. Ah. We're going to try that in the character creation. We'll look at the race and we'll look at all the Argonian faces. To serve thesis, that is a Polish translation. Be careful. It's a modification of to serve thesis. Something, something, something. Okay, I don't speak Polish. No, spoiler. It's like team. I don't know. I can't speak Polish. So I won't be testing that. I can close it. Gondolier helm integration. This mod gives the gondolier helm to various NPCs throughout Vattenfell. I was very conservative when deciding who got one. There are about 30 NPCs. Actually, I did read the readme later on. Yes, and these are the conditions. They make sense as far as I'm concerned. You don't need any mod to want to play an Argonian. You know me, I'm very, very shallow when it comes to my characters. I like my characters to look good. Very shallow, I know. And Argonian in Morrowind, I can't do it. Some Khajiits, I go, yeah, I could go with that. But Argonian, not. The only Elder Scrolls games that made me want to be an Argonian and be an Argonian was the Elder Scrolls Online. My Argonian is just gorgeous. Alright, so the helm, shall we get back to it? So, travel service, as long as they are Dunmers, farmers and commoners in the Ascadian Isles, but not to the slave or the wealthy people, and a few Dunmers living in poor areas. Makes sense. I can't be an Argonian, need those boots and full helms. But, oh, hello Darifus, welcome. Argonians are cutest in Morrowind. It's a matter of taste, obviously it's a matter of taste. You know, Gripples, there's a couple of mods that make the, and we tested one a while ago, that makes the boots of speed, the boots of blinding speed, turns them into pants. Though we were talking about it and it would be probably better to turn them into greaves. You know, so it's more fair, really. Hello, Darins, 1, 2, 3, welcome everyone, nice to have you guys. So this we're gonna test and we're gonna have to go to the Ascadian Isles around the farms to see them wearing the helmets. So altogether it's about 30 NPCs. One thing that I'm quite interested in, we actually have 2 ESPs to choose from. Either if we want it to be set as light armor or to leave it as medium armor. You choose. Recommend the use of these mods. Sure, why not? But I don't think they're going to enhance that particular mod. And this is a mod by Grandmaster of Flowers. Oh, we did check a few mods by Grandmaster of Flowers. It was Prof, I think, that told me it was a... Okay, alright. Yes, we did. We did test all of this. We tested that. I like that one, actually. I like that one very much. Basically, if you increase your miscellaneous skills or minor skills, that doesn't go towards your level. So that really forces you to concentrate on your major skills. So depending on your class, you're less likely to go towards the same class you always play and the same weapons you always use, for example. That's good. And I did send a PM suggesting to make a major and minor skills version, and maybe it's going to be updated. Oh wait, it has been updated. This one we're going to check today. Skill leveling progression slowed. All skills take 10 times as long to level up. Training cost is 12 times, well, 12.5, the vanilla account. Whew, that slows things down, really. Danae, watching your stream had convinced me to play Morrowind. Yes! Wait, job well done. I'm so glad. I hope you'll enjoy the game. I hope you'll really enjoy it. Grindelwind. Oh, a little bit with that. We'll try it. Personally, progressive progression, is it? No, proportional progression. Personally, if you find that things go too fast, I would recommend this mod, where you can tweak it to whatever you want, but very quickly or very simply you can make it in such a way that between level 1 and 5 your skills are going to progress normally, and then you say between level 5 and 10 not as fast, and that way you can really make it a proportional progression as the title says. I would go for that one. This seems to be very punishing, especially when like between level 1 and 5 you're like you know, a sheep to the slaughter. Okay, maybe it's just me. I tend to kill my characters before they hit level 5. What can I say? Master Jinroku has been very active during the summer as well. There we go. You can do it, internet. I like the new Argonian hairstyle. Not sure the bodies are my cuppa. The one that we're going to look at? Yes, that's the one. Master Jinroku has been making a lot of mods for sorry, I just played Oblivion, for a Morrowind multiplayer server. So they kind of all go together to build the perfect game for multiplayer. We then have, by E. Frost, cast on strike bows, which could be interesting. Allegedly created and unused like its sister Areolar's shield by the great elvish demigod, the bow can now turn any arrow into a missile of death and destruction. It's nice to have a little piece of lore like that. I think, I might be wrong, but I think Melchior is the first one to do that, to give the piece of lore that inspired him and then make a mod for it. Darren, you're used to using Mod Organizer in Skyrim, however. Does anyone use it for Morrowind? Quite a few people do. Chambarian, for example, swears by it. And it works great, he says. You get the DLL from the Nexus. However, the catch is if you use Morrowind script extender mods, then you have to work a workaround. And I don't remember which one, but if you want to know, I can ask Charmed and he'll explain it for us. So if you're not using Morrowind script extender, then it's brilliant. If you do, it's not game over, but there's a workaround to make it recognize the Morrowind script extender. Cast on strike enchantments on bows and crossbows work. Arrows and bolts are enchanted on the fly, and they're replaced with their unenchanted version when you swap them out, even with hotkeys. Nice. We will be trying that. So when we create our character, we're gonna make someone who's decent at archery, so we can try it out. That is the second mod this week from Grandmaster of Flowers, Vasir Didanat Mine Locked. This mod locks the door to Vasir Didanat Mine. If you're all like me, the urge to get a free Daedric weapon at the beginning of the game is too much. Now you got to at least be able to open a lock 85, which admittedly you can't do at a very low level. Darren's, me personally, I installed my Morrowind mod manually, but that's because typically I know the content of the mod and I know that I want to overwrite that bit and not that bit. Otherwise, I don't use Rymash for Morrowind. I absolutely use Rybash for Oblivion. I think it's brilliant. For Morrowind, I think it has a hard time recognizing a lot of the folder organization, at least when I tried the last time, possibly 5 years ago. So Peter Beat is not Peter Beat. Pete the Goat is also working on an installer mod, but that's still in beta. But if you want to get your hands on it, you go to the Morrowind modding Discord, and we get updates there quite regularly. You use the mod installer from the Nexus for Morrowind. I avoid it. Also because some of the files are really, really old and they're not always organized in a straightforward way. But I've never actually tried it for Morrowind. If it works, then that's good advice for other people that want to use it. Was cleaned and recommending your other mods. Fair enough. This one, I won't lie to you. Yesterday when I downloaded the mods, and I was like, I don't wanna test that mod. Then I saw fully compatible with Open Morrowind. Okay, fine. But then I looked at the requirements, and Open Morrowind is essential. I don't have Open Morrowind, so I am not going to showcase the oversized boobs and butt, I assume. That's a man. Okay. That's very, very shiny. It's very shiny. It's like everyone is sweating. I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, I'm laughing, but then again, definitely a matter of, I don't know, me personally, I feel physically uncomfortable imagining that. Anyway, that's Open Morrowind, and I'm not running Open Morrowind, so I won't show you more than that. But if you're running Open Morrowind and you're very eager to see women that defy the law of physics by not toppling over even though they have those gigantic boobs, the mod is for you. Hey Null, I was just talking about you and proportional progression. Just like that, advertising your work. It's like they are covered in oil. Yes, I think it's the wet effect that is sexy. Now it might be sexy on a pretty lady in a bikini by the pool. In Morrowind, in the middle of an ash storm, can you imagine a wet skin when you're going through an ash storm? Can you? It's just, it's like, is this how Vivek got his ash mask? That's right. He must have had the wet texture, and then there was a bit of a storm and got plastered. That's my understanding of the lore from now on. But hey. Skink, you're saying that the Nexus installer is a bit friendlier to use than Rymash. I would agree to that, yes. Otherwise you install your mods manually. Darren's, I seem to have mod organizer working. It's just I can't run MGE through. No, but anyway, MGE, you don't need to, when you want to play Morrowind, you don't need to do anything with MGE. It's in your Morrowind folder. You've let me up. Let's go to my shaman, for example. In your Morrowind folder, before playing the game, you're gonna get the settings. Where is my MGE? Show yourself. There it is. You go in there and you do whatever you want to do in there, and then you close it. It's not a third-party program that you have to run at the same time. So don't have it running when you're playing the game. Which is because otherwise Oblivion don't see the virtual install load order. Ah, I mean I said Oblivion, maybe I was wrong. The distant land, yes, for... I don't want to muck up this install, so let's go to my modding install. It's true that before playing the game, do I even have MGE in my modding install? Yes. It is true that you are going to run your distant land by selecting the mods that you want. I don't know that the load order is that important. And honestly, very quickly you'll see that a lot of mods, you don't really need to have them there. And for the load order, you want to use Mlox, really. That one. That is not only good because it's going to update your load order, but also right here it's going to have extracts from the readmes of all the mods. And it's going to tell you, well, here it says you need to have better clothes, but no, I don't, because I have a different version installed. So you look through all that, and either you fix it, or either you know that it's because you have something else, and a lot of errors are going to be eliminated just like that. That being said, no, I don't want to continue. I want to cancel. I want to stop. There we go. You only use Mlox for bug hunting. It's a great way, honestly, because they actually have the extract from the readmes. There we were. Did I miss something else? Do love me some free advertisement. Also, Oblivion looks a lot more Nexusy than I remember. What do you mean? Did you mean my Oblivion that I was running? Way too big book for my test, and I thought Better Bodies was bad. For my taste as well, but you know, to each their own. To each their own. We have a Firewatch character creation, and this is obviously a Tamriel rebuilt mod by Wiz1. The name rings a bell as well. Didn't we test something recently? Yes, we did look at the Black Soul Gems, but that was an open Morrowind mod only. And that's... oh, Pants Be Gone. That's the mod I was referring to. No, that's not the one. I'm talking nonsense. That's another one we tested where people had no pants but skirts. Because why not? Bald heads for women. Okay. Well, made a bunch of mods. But we don't have Tamriel rebuilt, so we're not testing it. And that's it. That's it for today, actually. We don't have that many mods. And we can test most of them just around the Bitter Coast and the Skaden Isles. Morrowind test. I've already installed them, but we definitely want to see if they are clean. Sorry, we definitely want to activate them first. Yes, that's normal. Ooh, what's happening here? Areolar. I mean, it's yellow. It just needs to be to update. The head is not a problem. I'm a little worried that it's a game made with only Morrowind. We might have GMSTs, or then again, we might not. The birth signs, okay, that's not a problem. Skill level progression. We're gonna go with a light armor version. I think we are gonna do without this one. We definitely want to try the new Argonian bodies, and I'm gonna keep the Ring of Level playing so we can have a character that doesn't die. Let's try to clean that again. Called it. Okay, let's see what we have. Really, going full screen doesn't do anything good for you. It's not like the fonts are bigger. Okay. Areolar. Okay, I knew it would be dirty. That needs to be clean. I know it's just an alpha version. It's not a complete mod just yet. But then again, if you put it on the Nexus, you invite people to play it. Skink, hello. I think you're referring to Space Devil work. He's working on a replacer or an extension for the Ash Ghouls, and he's made some truly horrible things, like Ash Ghouls with tentacle nipples. At first it was like a tail. It seemed to be coming out of their butt, and that was quite bad. But then the tentacle nipples, that was quite... Yeah, it's the sort of things you cannot unsee. I'm looking forward to this mod being released. It's done really gruesome things with the Ash creatures, the Sixth House creatures in general. Really ugly in a gorgeous way. You know what I mean. Oh, thank you. No, it's because I just switched very recently. I can, but now the Nexus is back up. So let me update it on the fly. Mod Discovery, Morrowind. And the game is Morrowind. There we go. Updated. It might not show on your page unless you refresh, but it's not that important. I chose my own load order. The computer might be able to read the mods in mlock's mess, but I cannot. Ash Ghouls, yeah, we know. Tentacle nipple, all the more reason to destroy the Sixth House. Yes. And quickly. Which, we can attempt it right now. Why not? Let's see what we can do. Okay, Areolar is dirty. And that's it. That's the only one that's dirty. Let's go in. Do I have Morrowind enabled? There we go. Object reference missing. That's not good, is it? Lalasia Varian is a vanilla NPC, isn't she? I'm gonna go yes to all, and we're gonna look at the warning file afterwards. If he makes the Sixth House have functioning tentacles, I don't think so. Like animated and all that, oh my goodness. I'm totally tossing my newest female into their lair. She'll be evil in no time. Not evil, scarred. Scarred for life.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
My name is Rips.
Not even last night's storm.
Racing time.
I heard them say we reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
I'm sure we will. Quiet. Scout leads to Evasemus torture. Yes, I guess.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
It's a new effect of carrying ash statues. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine if every time you pick up an ash statue, there's something that starts growing, and at first it's just a tiny bump and you don't pay attention, and you keep picking them up because they're good money or something. Luke? Ah, okay. I know what's happening. I defeated the Sixth House all by myself. I know what's happening. Areolar is also made with a German version of Morrowind.
You finally arrived.
Okay, time to have a look at those races. We want to have a very good look at the new Argonians. Oh, I like them. I do. And the different hair. And for the male. Ooh. Okay, we want to look at the powers. I think these are vanilla, right? Breton, that looks vanilla as well to me. I don't think the powers of the races are changed, or maybe something with the Lord Order is not working properly. So let's run around as an Argonian to have a better look at ourselves. They look vanilla. Now it could be that, you know, I didn't do anything with the load install. Node was changed? Okay. Well, we'll have a better look. But not until
yes, we've been expecting
we have
you.
a little
But you
conversation
have to be
with
recorded before
Socrates.
you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Yes, it is mine indeed. We're gonna go with an archer, so we can try the archery mod.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign.
And what would that be? The apprentice. Okay, definitely have different things there. Elfborn, you have your magicka multiplied and your weakness to magicka. You get the spell, the apprentice red arrow. Hey. Darefus, you are now novice, which is better than Enwa, so I've been told. Damage health 5 to 20 points on target. That looks like a rather nice spell to begin with. I don't know if you get... It's a spell, so I don't know if you get 100% success rate. I don't know. If it's 100% success rate, it's a little OP for any character to be able to cast it at level 1. The downside is that it's not going to go towards improving your destruction skill. And if it's not, then it's interesting only for someone who's got destruction. Summon Flame Atronak at level 1. Okay, the apprentice. To be able to summon a Flame Atronak, I think it's a little OP. The Atronak. We have Spell Absorption. We're a little dumb. We don't have much personality. See you later, Nell. Have a lovely day. And thanks again for stopping by. Then we have Daedra Flesh. Okay. We have Constant Fire Shield, Frost Shield, and Lightning Shield. I don't know how I feel about that. Like the Atronak in itself, you know, the vanilla sign is so special and unique that it really changes your gameplay. So to be able to regenerate your magicka normally as an Atronak feels a little too far from vanilla, and I'm not even, you know, a purist. And then the shields for 15 seconds, yeah, why not? The lady used to be my favorite sign, the lady. Fortify personality and endurance, that's the same. And we have with your shield, we can increase our block, heavy armor and midi armor for 2 minutes. How is that with the lady? I mean, it could be like a Viking, you know, the shield maiden, I guess. The Lord. We have resist frost and restore fatigue, as well as a spell to restore health. Blood of the North. And that's a regular spell, I think. But, oh crap. Weakness to fire 150%? Ouch. I feel bad when my Dryad had 50% weakness to fire. That was difficult. And then you become a vampire and just a bit of light kills you instantly. The Lover. Fortify agility and charm for 15 points as a spell. Well, you see, I quite like that one actually, because the kiss, the Lover's Kiss to paralyze, I never used it, so that's one I could go for. The Mage, lots of things happening. So we have extra magicka, we restore magicka, but we're not that strong, or we don't have that, and we don't have that much endurance. Sure. The spell, we absorb health on target and do frost. Okay. And the power, we can have a shield for 20 seconds and resist magicka for 20 seconds. If used properly, that could save a life. The Ritual, turn undead for 500 points, and I'm okay with that. I think turn undead, I've never seen it work, so making it 500 points, maybe finally you'll successfully turn undead. The Ritual, we have more healing spells for ourselves and for a companion or an NPC. Okay, the Ritual is not bad, I quite like it. Reflect 10%, drain luck to 100%. You will never be lucky. And like, really, they're not taking chances. With 200 points, you'll never be lucky for sure. Weakness to poison. Oh, that's an attack, okay. And poison, sure. That's nice. Chameleon, drain willpower, and the power is really good. Once a day to have perfect invisibility, essentially. That might be a little OP, but I wouldn't mind having the power. 45 speed to 150 points for 15 seconds. It's really a surge. It's not gonna last too long, but wow, it's like the G-force there must be something. I think there should be an endurance check or a fortitude. That's it. You need a fortitude check to make sure you survive the burst of speed. The mod maker is a sadist, a little bit. Some of those signs I quite like. The Thief, Sanctuary, that's normal, and a power, we get lucky and extra security. I like that. To have a little boost to your security once a day as a thief, that makes sense. The Tower, we have a spell to open 25 points, which is good when you get started. The Tower Bastion, a shield for 15 seconds. Absorb fatigue on touch. Why it goes for the tower, I'm not sure. And Beggar's Nose is a well-known spell. Warrior, fortify attack, and once a day you can be significantly better with any weapon you choose to yield. I'm fine with that. Which one do we take? Steed, because I want to be able to run around, you know, quickly.
If you stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Yep, it's all good. All very, very correct. You got it to work? Brilliant. I won't lie to you, I am so jealous of anyone who gets to play Morrowind for the first time. Yeah. Let's go in the sunlight. You are right, I don't need to... No, you really don't. I think this is my go-to Argonian replacer. And I really, really like Slav's Better Beasts. but maybe this one is just because it's fresh. I really like the faces. They feel quite, I don't know, expressive. I don't know. Let's put on some pants. Just that. Just the pants, because the rest of us is just too gorgeous to hide. You have played it before, but not much. Or a long time ago. I'm oldish. I played it when it first came out. Oldish. I know what you mean, oldish. Still, you barely remember it. You're in for a treat. Alright, we're in Seidenine. We looked at the powers. We'll have to have a better look at the races. And let's go and make ourselves rich. Player item. We want some gold. And we want, you know, a good 10k. So where am I gonna find a bow? Ooh, an enchanted bow. To test the cast on strike bow. I should have read a little more carefully. Because now I'm not sure how it's done. Or simply it's because I can enchant a bow. It's good I gave myself a lot of money. Let's buy a bow. We'll go get that soul gem from, you know, the annoying elf in Balmorra. What's her name? Galbadir. Galbadir. Is it BB Smooth like Saber Girls? Yes, definitely. That's a better body one. I'll show you again. I can look at that. I hope January Soul comes back for the next game. I think he like, I think Bethesda can't afford to have him, and his success is so tied to the Elder Scrolls games. He can't afford to not do it. Really, I think that would be a huge loss for him. We need some arrows. Thank you. I'm not even getting some armor because I just look gorgeous. But fine, let's get some light armor. Some. There, that's all I'm willing to buy and wear. I'd rather toggle the god mode and run around naked. And now we're gonna go. I said south of Seidenine, but I may be wrong. No, I see it. I was under the impression that it was going to be an Imperial place. If that Daedra is going to attack me, I'm gonna go to God mode straight away. Hello. Oh, that's a statue. Daedra Gatekeeper. Not talking to me though. Mijares Waters. Okay. Okay. That's where we are, I assume.
Yes, sir.
From what I can tell, they don't have dialogue yet. And your name is Tel Shadow, so that's the author. Right there. Okay, let's get off this boat. Welcome to Mijares City. Regular goods, as far as I can tell. No dialogues. I think there's so far. It's just the building work has been done of the exteriors and some of the interiors. It's a little bare still. The rapid bell. Ooh, it's a bit dark. It's a bit dark and a rip-off of Pelagiad Inn, as far as I can tell. It's exactly the same basement. I mean, there's obviously a lot of work that has been done. Sherlock Berry, that offers training in all kinds of things. It is the halfway tavern. Yeah. Then again, you can't, you know, Bethesda, they just copy pasted the same bookshelves everywhere as well. So still missing a lot of clutter.
Anytime.
I'm not sure what this is.
Let's hear it.
I thought so. We have 2 Ruby Johnsons. Echo command. That's quite nice. I mean, I'm a sucker for planters. Not a sucker for imperial interior. Zelentor. Yes, that's hello, Glombagan the slave. That's the mother, and that would be the daughter. The cousin. Okay, they don't have the same name. Argonian mission. Is that a game we're playing where we have to recognize the interior cell that inspired the current one?
Yes.
Vilfrey. Okay, I don't think there's any point talking to the people. They have no dialogue, so we're just taking a tour. It is the Argonian mission. Oh well. Okay, following the path. I didn't put the MCP you know, fix for the very large map. That's an interesting texture. I am running no texture mod, and I don't recognize sorry, I don't recognize this texture from vanilla. Oh. I would use Nivscope to change this to that, or that to this. We're climbing. Up and up we go. Wee. Wee. The jumping animation. Wee. Hello. I would love to see a view of downstairs. Up and up we go. This is essentially Jack and the Magic Beanstalk. Okay, that's empty for now. I'd like to get a view of the port. I'm not sure this is it. The mod thought I had he's on the clear, then Tor updated the landmass for the first time in years. Well, I mean, these days to create a landmass mod, good luck. Good luck finding a spot. Generally speaking, there's a... Wow, it just never stops. There's a lot of building work going on there. Some of the interiors are not completely original. Some of the planters... I think that's the Argonian mission again. So there's little practice dummy for the little dudes, and there's the big practice dummy for the big dudes. I'd like to try and get a view, you know, a general view of the island. So there's a whole, the port area, the shipyard, and huge pillars, and that's where we came from. Okay. Sorry, I don't have a distant land on the testing install. Alright. We came from here and we went up and up and up and up. Why not? I mean, clearly there's still an awful lot of work that needs to be done with the interiors, with the cluttering, and then NPC. Well, that's a little rough. NPCs, dialogues, quest. Twitch botched you out. Yeah, that's a little rough. Then again, I'm unable to do landscaping. I'm rubbish. I do like how you go up and there's you know, the docks. There's the place where the house is, and then there's the fort itself. So why not? The thing that I would point out is I don't understand how you have to talk to a Dremora, it was a Daedra lord, to go to this place, and you arrive by boat, so that's definitely something that needs to be improved. You put a boat in Seydonin, or you put someone on a boat in Seydonin that takes you there. Not that big big gate we had. Pelagiad. A lot of work. Clearly a lot of work has been done, and it could get... I don't like the over-reliance of Imperial Fort architecture. Everybody uses it. But when you want a bit... Oh crap. Sorry. When you want a bit of... When you want to build a fort, that's really all you have at your disposal. So Dremora can't become boatmen. I know. I mean, those preconceived ideas that I have, I'm so, you know, rigid sometimes. And I need a side job to pay the bills. I want to go to the farms from here. I want to go to the farms and see people with the hats. Always feels a bit odd to... There's a farm over there. To run around without distant land. But if you're in a heavily forested area, then the effect is better than with distant... dunes. That's it. That's it. I'm broken. Ta-da!
Quickly, Outlander.
There we go.
I haven't much time.
We have a Domina farmer with the gondolier's hat. That has been renamed, by the way. It was one of the things. The hat has been renamed to conical hat. But do they have to make them so large? Just how wealthy are the Empire, and why don't they run out of manpower either? True, true. I mean, the meshes you have, the plaza is just huge, and then you build around it. It would be interesting to have another set of meshes for a fort that is not Imperial. Look at that gorgeous Argonian. The textures on the pecs are a little too stretched, maybe. You know, compared to the belly, where you have a nice lizard texture, like absolutely lovely. Here it feels a little too stretched, like it's been stretched rather than it's a texture for it. But what do I know? I can't Photoshop to save my life. So I like those Argonians. They're going to my perma mod list. And we want to have another look at the races. Because apparently, like, I wasn't sure I had it installed, but you recognize that they were different. So we'll look at all of them. Yes, yes, Gino.
You were dreaming.
Is that red, or is my shitty color vision making itself known again? The Argonian skin, it's a nice orange, almost terracotta sort of color. So with reddish tints.
Quiet. Here comes the car.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Get on with it. I'll race you. You lose. I can't. Yes. Woo! I got him before the pillar. Normally, you know, it's here with the U-turn, but I got him before the pillar. That's pretty amazing. Luque. The problem with the naming that comes from Areolar, that was made with a German install, I think. So some names have been... Alright, we looked at Dark Elves, High Health, Restore Magicka. Oh, that's new, clearly. Restore Magicka 1 point. So it is reddish. You're not using that. You can't take your lizards being green, brown, blue, but not red. Oh well. I can. I like it. I like it. Some faces had more green. So this is definitely new. Imperial. Shrewd dealings. 45 mercantile for 60 seconds on self. Why not? And then the voice of the Emperor. I don't think these have been changed at all. It's only the powers. Khajiit. Prrr. Jump for 3 points. Wait, Khajiit eyes, is that permanent? A permanent 20 points of night eye? I'll select this one and see. Ignore pain. That's Sir Cuddlehunk for you. Pain doesn't affect him. 45 health for 120 seconds. You don't quite ignore pain, but why not? And resist frost 75%. Resist Magicka. Berserk. Lots of strength and fatigue and attack, but you lose health, block and armor. Yeah, why not? I guess when you go berserk, you're not, you know, you don't think to protect yourself anymore. Red Guard. Resist poison. Adrenaline. Right, it's not the adrenaline rush. It's just adrenaline. Constant adrenaline. That's gonna kill him. More like ignore pain for a few minutes until it comes back, and then you drop dead in an instant. Yeah, 45 health is so tricky to use. I never use it because I know most of the time I'm not gonna pay attention and the effect is gonna run out and I'll be dead. D-E-D. Dead. Wood Elf. Marksman's Wager. Wow. Increase your marksman and your strength. Why your strength? Isn't marksman an agility or speed skill? But then your melee skills are down to 0. That's for 10 seconds. It's probably just me, but when the buff or the debuffs are just for 10 seconds, it feels, especially the buff, like you cast it, then you run to your enemy. I don't know, I like them to last a bit longer. I don't know about the 45 strength. And like with the numbers, we really didn't take chances. 100, 200, 500. Let's try to be a Khajiit.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in.
Is
Follow
it
me up to
just
the
a
office and
power
I'll finish your release.
that I can toggle? Wood Elf should have a power that summons 5 Fargoth for 54. I'm sorry. I am more tired than I thought. 5 Fargoth for 60 seconds. It's a new tongue twister. 5 Fargoth. 5 Fargoth.
Yes, we've been expecting.
Every time I do that,
You'll have to be
I get up to
reported
him,
before
I
you're
wait,
officially released.
and I don't
There are a few
realize that he
ways we
wants
can
me
do
to
this,
take
and the choice is
one
yours.
more step.
Very good. The letter
Was
that
there a
preceded
sign we
will
were
mention
quite
you were
curious
born under
about
a
as
certain
well? We
sign.
might as well have a look at
And
it.
what would that be?
Will be the unluckiest Khajiit there ever was.
Make sure this information is correct.
It's perfect.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Where's my magic? I have 0 luck, but I don't see my magic menu. Oh, it's...
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celestar.
Don't mind me, people. That's it. Brain dead. It's not enabled yet. Let's take everything. Thank you. So yes, I have a constant Khajiit eye for 20 points. It's hard to tell like that. I don't feel it's much brighter, but there you have it. And we have now tested every mod, I believe. I need to get that texture back. So these, the new races and birth signs, some of them I think they're a little OP, but overall, you know, when you want something fresh to start a new game, why not? Areolar, clearly a work in progress. The building is quite well done, though there's quite a bit of copy pasting going on. The mug, Morrowind Overpower Guide. Lots of things you can do to, you know, boost the performance. I wouldn't feel confident to try all of them because I don't know my stuff well enough, but there's a couple of things that I will look into. The Argonians, yes, they're yellow, orange, red, though you see there's some green as well going on. Yeah, they're more green actually. I think it's the lighting that did that. See, green. But I'm definitely keeping that one. We did look at the gondolier helm integration. Does what it says. Which one was it from you? Skill leveling slowed. Oh, we didn't check the price of training, but I think it's pretty straightforward. And the bow, I didn't try the bow. I have to go back. Because this one I really want to see. And the cave locked. We'll try it. Let's go back in there. This time I'm gonna take my testing mod, so we're gonna go a lot faster. Why didn't I ride the bow? Silly me. We have that problem. So it needs to be clean plus some errors on startup. Let's go straight to Balmorra, get the soul gem, enchant a bow, and try them. Power of acrobatics, athletics, speed, agility maxed out. Feels good. Don't even have to steal it. We need a bow and we need to know spells. Otherwise we're gonna have a hard time enchanting. You do destruction spells, don't you? We're gonna cast... what do we want on our bow? Dire weakness is not great. Water walking is not ideal. Anybody got some decent spells to put on a fire bite? There we go. Thank you. And now we need a bow. I still have the auto load ammo mod. I don't think it's gonna have any. It's rubbish with weapons. I will take the arrows. I will take the bow. Off.
Aren't you a sight?
While I'm at it, I can check the price of training.
What can I do for you?
So, though I'm at 100. That looks pricey enough. Obviously my skills are already at 100, so enchanting. I would like to enchant my bow. I would like to use this soul gem with a fire damage on not cast when used, cancel. I'm guessing I need to stay with cast when used, and it's gonna know to use cast when strike. Let's go on touch. I might have to refer to the readme. Auto equip the ammo. Thank you, my lord. Oh, it's my girlfriend. I mean, Sir Cuddlehung's girlfriend. I'm sorry, butt thumper. Killed you a little too good, didn't I? Let's try the NPCs. Let's have a better look at the description. No. Yes. Known issues. We need to have a look at the readme. Because obviously it doesn't allow me to make a cast on strike enchantment, but it has to be done somehow. Week. This week. Didn't I install it? Oh my goodness. That's what I get for doing things too quick. Readme requires doesn't say anything more. Okay. Well, that's a bit stupid of me. Okay, better that way. Let's try again. I haven't updated the script extender in a little while. I should have removed that one. Never mind. Hopefully that's an autosave before I got the bow. Yes. Okay, cast on strike bow, take 2. And I really want that to work, because that would be pretty cool for a marksman type of character.
Aren't you a son?
Oh, sorry, wrong door. My bad. Didn't mean to steal anything.
What can I do for you?
Alright, Gabbardere, let's try that again. This is for my bow. Still don't get the option to change it to anything else. My ammo is still auto-equipped, so that's good. We need an unfortunate victim. Look at that. Oh,
Ours
you
is
look
to
beautiful.
ask, what does this one want?
I'm not seeing fire though. So the arrows seem to have the enchanted glow. Yeah. Let's get a regular bow and see if the arrows look the same. Can I have another bow, please? No. You're kidding me, of course. But I couldn't get... Oh, you mean on target rather than on touch. Let's try that. If we didn't have that power, the other races would join together and wipe them out, possibly. And I don't want to join the Hate Fargoth bandwagon. But let's just say that anyone summoning 5 identical characters and that all talk to you at the same time would be pretty upsetting anyway. Alright, this time I'll quick save before we do anything. So we can try things. But I didn't take arrows, did I?
I haven't seen that before.
Nice to see you.
Bandwagon is full anyway. It's your way of saying I don't want you anyway. Did I equip my... Okay, that's what it looks like before the enchantment. Forgot.
What can I do
Forgot I'm too good at jumping. Galvadier. Let's do some enchanting together, you and I. This one. So that still is not a thing. We'll go with target. I cannot fit you anyway, gonna rent a new wagon. I mean, there's the hating Fargoth bandwagon, there's all kinds of things. And I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go and close the window very soon, otherwise it's gonna get very hot. Okay. That arrow is definitely an enchanted one. You know what? I keep expecting to see some fire effect, to see the enemies burn, but I probably wouldn't anyway. And we can clearly see that the arrows are enchanted. I wish there was a nice burning effect. Sorry, Sir Cuddlehunk, I killed your girlfriend. You're pretty strong. Anyway, we've tested the arrows and we can now... Yes, they are enchanted arrows. Oops, silly me, I was trying to zoom in. Fire against the Domina. Yes, not ideal either, but oh well. And I believe this time we have really and truly tested all the mods.